Reed Managed Services is a recruitment group in the UK, one of the largest in the UK. We're involved in the government in welfare to work, in training and finding people permanent and temporary work. We have over 4,000 employees in the UK and now in Middle East, Asia Pacific and Eastern Europe. Like many companies, we replace most of our infrastructure every 4 years. And we looked how we could do three main things for the business. The first was to reduce our operational expenditure by 20%. The second was to make our data secure. And the third was to be green and help the environment and reduce our carbon footprint. We also looked at just keeping Microsoft terminal services and looked at Citrix as well. And obviously we piloted and looked at what was the best model, both financially and infrastructure-wise, to be able to support, and Citrix Xen App came out on top. We're using Xen App, NetScaler and Xen Desktop currently. We looked at Xen Desktop because we already had some strategic partnership with Citrix, with Xen App and NetScaler and Access Gateway, and it seemed a next possible step to partner with them in the Xen Desktop product and the Xen Server product. We have over 4,000 recruitment consultants globally. We're delivering things like Office and Lotus Notes and CRM databases to them, and we found it's the most effective way to deliver applications to their desktop. So far so good. We've set a challenge to each of the IT people and the senior executives are saying, show us something that you can do on a PC or a laptop that you can't do on Xen Desktop. And so far, they haven't managed to find anything that can't be done. So the value for us was threefold. The first one was to reduce our operational expenditure by 20%. We did that, so the business knows we were able to measure that and put metrics in place to measure that we reduced our spend on infrastructure. The second one was to keep our data secure. It was distributed over 300 locations. And again, we've proved that. We've now put that into 2 of our data centers. It's replicated in real time, and it means our data is much more secure. And the final one was to be green, to reduce our carbon footprint. And again, we've measured that. We've reduced our carbon footprint by 2,500 tons of CO2, which has meant that we've reduced our utility bill by over £100,000. So when we looked at return on investment, we looked at making, in our business case, 20% savings. When we went and measured that 2 years later after the implementation with Xen App, we actually overachieved that 20%. So the business was very happy in the return on investment delivered in the project. Maybe one of the biggest benefits of implementing virtualization such as Xen App has been the environmental saving. So we were able to reduce our carbon footprint by 2,500 tons. That allowed us to win a Green Oscar at the City of London Awards this year. And it's really nice to be recognised that we're looking after the environment and we're trying to reduce our impact on the environment as well. By implementing Xen App, what we're able to do is retire all of the PCs. Now, all of the PCs have been used for the last 4 years. We're using 120 watts of power 24/7 because they had to be left on for antivirus updates and operating system updates. What implementing Xen App allowed us to do is replace them all with thin clients. Now, the thin clients use on average only 12 watts of power. I run an active data center, and it allows me to have a full capability of disaster recovery and business continuity. So at any point, if one of my data centers go down, I can fail over to the other data center in real time, and it carries on business as normal. And that's an important part of our business continuity plan. Hopefully what products like Xen Server will allow Reed to do in the future is allow to give it faster provisioning of servers when business needs it. It gives us extra flexibility and better management. The management of servers in a virtual environment is far easier than a physical environment. And also availability is important. So the ability to move a virtual server in real time from one piece of physical hardware to another, so you can change memory or you can do some maintenance, is a fantastic capability and really offers real business benefits.